Hello, friends. Welcome back to Playtime with Justine. I'm Justine,
And I'm
this is Ubin, and I know him as Panda, but I will also link his Instagram down below. It is philodendron_prince, right?
Philodendron Prince, or print, yeah, Philodendron Prince.
I'll link it below.
Yeah, I just changed it.
But anyways, we are here to talk about his plants because he has a lot, and I'm going to cue the plant room. All right, so we are back after that.
Hello.
So first, I guess what we wanted to talk about was what got you into plants?
Well, actually, I'm not sure. Coworker, actually, you know her. Her name is Sandy. There is an Instagram, but I don't know it. She wanted me to be in plants for so long, and then one day this apartment flooded about like 3 inches of water when Austin had their freeze. Our emergency water line just broke. So all of this was underwater. I did not have any plants at then. That was only a year ago. Then I went to like this deep depression, but I channeled that depression into like a hobby, and
Yeah.
I bought one plant and I was like, oh shit, this makes me feel fuzzy inside. It's nice.
Yeah.
So I bought another. And then I told my boyfriend, hey, I'm gonna make a jungle in our apartment. Ha ha ha.
LOL. And here is
Here's
the
my
jungle. All right, so this I always found, so I was here prior, a week prior, and I thought this was really cool. So you made this,
Yes.
right, from IKEA?
Yeah, so this is the IKEA Mills Bow cabinet, and basically it's like a regular cabinet that you put your china in. You know how grandmas put their china or tea sets in there, and it's supposed to like showcase everything. But in the plant community, some genius idea thought, hey, let's make this into a cabinet.
Yeah,
that
really cool.
displays- Yeah. So what I did is it comes with glass shelves, and I replaced those with these wire shelves so that the airflow can go through.
And you added these brackets?
Yes, these brackets are not there because they come with these smaller brackets in the back, but
Yeah.
then I added these lights and a fan. These fans are on 24/7.
Yeah.
Those never come off. This turns on. The lights turn on at 8 a.m. No, 9 a.m. No, I'm sorry, 8 a.m. and then it turns off at 9.
Gotcha.
So they get a 13-hour light. I think I should do it less, but they seem to like it.
Yeah, they seem to like it.
Yeah.
I was going to say, so how do you keep the humidity? Do you have a humidity thing in here, or is it just the watering of the plants?
So it's the watering of plants. I have a lot of plants that are in leca.
Yeah.
So a lot of the evaporation just kind of stays there. When you water the plants, the water in the soil kind of stays there too.
Yeah. See, he has it. It's 80%, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
when you open it's 80. When I wake up in the morning and I take a look at my plants, they're normally like 99%.
Yeah.
Which means it's over 100 because it doesn't go past 99.
Gotcha.
Then during the day it drops to maybe like 85.
Yeah.
And then during the night it goes back up.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, I put most of my like favorite plants, I guess. Anyone that I feel like it needs the high humidity. So most of my anthuriums, philodendrons, anything I want to grow fast too, because higher the humidity, faster it grows.
Yeah, was it you that said, yeah, first thing to check is obviously the humidity with plants if you're having issues with your plants?
Right. Always check your roots, and then check the soil, and then check the humidity. And if that's not it, then it's the light, because you obviously have it in a bathroom.
Yeah. So let's get into some of your cool plants you have. So what would you say? So one thing I've noticed about your collection is you have a lot of textured plants.
Yes, man, I love inviting people over to my plant room, and I want them to like touch my plants because most of them are either velvet, and this right here is a Dieffenbachia reflector. I got this one at Wild Roots.
Okay, cool.
Waterfalls.
And this one's fuzzy too?
Yes, this is velvet, or I call it suede. Because I feel like this feels more velvet and this is more like leathery suede. This is Anthurium crystallinum.
Okay.
Huge.
Yeah, that is a beautiful leaf.
This actually was,
wow.
This was inside here, and it grew this leaf in there, and then I was like, I need to take it out because that leaf was popping out, and I couldn't. But once I took it out, it stopped growing leaves, and it started producing flowers. So
cool.
Yeah. So right now I am in the process of pollinating. So I collected pollen from the previous flower on February 23rd, and now that this is flowering and the sticky sap is coming out, I'm just
I see.
you see the sticky sap. I just basically dust this pollen back and forth.
Oh, interesting.
To pollinate it.
Yeah, I've seen people do that with cacti.
Yeah,
which is super cool with their flowers and stuff. So obviously one of my favorite plants in this area is this one. Can you discuss this one? It's a carnivorous plant, right?
Oh, this one. Yeah, the pingula. They also call it a butterwort plant.
Look at all those fungus gnats dying.
I know. It's wonderful. She just started flowering.
Yeah, it's very beautiful flowers.
Yeah. I'm very surprised that she has a third flower. I visited this lady who had a bunch of pingulas, and hers was flowering, and I was like, what the fuck are you doing? And she's like, just give it light, give it a lot of light. And so I just like put this right against the light, and it just shot up these 3 flowers.
Yeah, it's so beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah, it actually was really small. I want to say it was probably like.
And you just have it in water, right?
Yeah, so it's just in plain. Well, it's in soil, but it is always in water.
Interesting.
You have to understand that carnivorous plants, they live in like swampy area, or they live in like just desolate, just I don't know. I guess swampy is the best word. But they get their nutrients. Oh look, there's another flower. That's awesome.
Oh wow, it has 4. That's cool.
But
it's happy.
Yeah, it must be happy, or it's being stressed out. That might be stress flowers too. Plants like to flower when they're happy. They like to flower when they're stressed.
But yeah, so like you said, the carnivorous plants, they get a lot of their, they don't get it from the soil, the nutrients.
Right, they get their nutrients from their bugs that they eat.
Gotcha.
Sometimes they'll get some nutrients from their from the soil, but it's rare that it happens like that.
Yeah. And so you would say, so do you mostly use soil for a lot of these plants?
It's a mixture, but most of it, yes, is soil. I actually make my own soil. So you'll see different, if you look at some of my pots, except for this one is my own soil.
And what do you do? What's the
It's
parts?
just basically just regulars. I use, what is it called? Happy Frog Ocean something.
Yeah.
And then I use perlite and orchid bark.
Yeah.
And charcoal.
And then you just mix it together and just put them in there.
And just mix it together. And then with this one, I was experimenting, and this is just pure sphagnum moss, and I have a food processor, and I just used it to grind it up into really fine, and they love it.
And you put leca?
Yeah, I just threw it in there because I feel like, I was like, why not? I feel like it helps with the drainage, because I'm afraid that sphagnum moss, when there's so much water, it holds onto so much water.
Yep.
And if you have so much water, you're going to lead to root rot. So I just threw in some Lego balls to
kind of separate it, yeah.
Yeah. But there's also perlite in there too, so that also helped with draining.
Cool.
Yeah.
So what would you say if you had to, because you have so many plants in here, if you had to say one of your favorites, which one, or maybe actually I'm going to give you your top 5 favorites.
Top 5? That's even harder.
Really? Do you want me to do top 10?
That's like, who's your favorite child?
I'm just curious because these are so
She's probably one of my favorites because this is one of my oldest children.
Okay, so this is your pink princess. Yeah. Look at this variegation.
I know.
Very beautiful.
She's a little bitch though because she likes to give me variegation on the back of the leaves.
Oh, that's so rude.
I know. It's a half moon. It's a fucking half moon, and she only gave me a.
That's so rude.
Yeah, and then she's just growing, and you can see like a lot of my tall plants are covering the lights. So what I'll do is I'll just rip it off.
Yep. And then, so you have a moss pole, right?
Yes, this is a moss pole that I made.
Okay, gotcha.
I always make my own moss poles.
And so you do sphagnum moss, and then what do you?
I use a bamboo pole.
Okay.
And then this is chicken wire.
Okay,
It's
gotcha.
like the plastic chicken wire.
Gotcha.
It's super easy.
Cool.
It's so easy to make.
No, you're right. It is. I haven't done it
I just feel like people shouldn't buy because people sell them for really expensive. And I ain't price shaming y'all because it is kind of. It's not the cleanest thing to make, but you should not be paying $25 for a pole.
No, I agree with that. It's definitely
Like
you can get
$5.
Yeah, you can get a bag at like Home Depot or Lowe's for what, like under 10?
Well, yeah, under 10 definitely. I used to have one, but it was like it's $5, $6 at Lowe's, and then it doesn't have any sticks. But I use the Best Grow moss. This is personally my favorite. Best Grow.
Do you think you could probably get this on Amazon?
Yes, I got this on Amazon.
Okay, cool.
While supply lasts.
Yeah.
Which
Okay, so
I don't think you can find that in Austin.
oh, yeah.
That.
So okay, so that's definitely one of them. Do you have one in another one in particular that you're?
This is this is a newer one. I just put it in this. This is an Monstera Esqueleto. So it looks like a Adansonii.
It does, yeah.
Yeah, but once it gets more mature, the leaves get so big, and the fenestrations or the holes are very long.
Yeah, it's very pretty.
It'll look very lacy.
Yeah, you can tell it is different though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot bigger. She was actually in my cabinet, and these pots came in yesterday on Amazon.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and I want her in like she seems to really.
Yeah, so I was gonna say, what is the soil you're using for this one?
This is actually Lacusa Ponds.
Lacusa Ponds.
Mm-hmm. So you can actually find that on Amazon as well. I actually got it for super dirt cheap.
So it's like rocks, kind of, and.
Yeah, so there's volcanic rock. This is it.
So here's one, Lacusa Pond. And this one you found on Amazon?
Mm-hmm.
For really cheap, you said?
For really cheap.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's like different types of. There's different languages. Where's there?
It looks like it helps with like the pH too, or something.
Yes, it has its own like fertilization balls. You'll see orange balls in it, and that's the fertilization and helps with pH.
Gotcha.
My next favorite would probably be this one. Come here, baby.
This one is cool, y'all. I like this one a lot. You have to tell me the name of it again.
This is the Philodendron Wartsavitzii.
Wartsavitzii.
Yeah, and I call it the lace leaf.
Yeah, it's very beautiful.
Yeah.
Very delicate looking.
It's so delicate.
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
I love it. Ugh.
And this one you have in this one you have in soil.
No, this isn't soil. This is soil that I've made myself.
The same kind of soil like that one?
This is actually the same soil on that one.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So I call it the same batch.
Gotcha.
And then this is my Valentine's present that my boyfriend gave me.
Aw.
Don't ask me how.
We love Brandon.
Yeah.
We stand Brandon in this household.
I stand. So this is a Schlichtmaglatis Wyetii.
And y'all, I'll make sure to put all of these. Panda, I'm making you send me a list of the names. So
I will not be making Panda send me a list of these names. You'll just have to go back and rewatch them to try to figure out what it is because there are a lot.
He loves to make sure names are correct.
That's true.
He definitely called me out in the last video on my begonia.
I did.
So yeah.
I didn't put any comments, anything though.
You didn't though. That's okay.
I legit just.
But you
told
definitely
to your
did tell me.
face.
Yeah,
Told to
as
your
you
face.
could.
I'm like,
Yeah.
that ain't right, girl.
Perfect. But okay, so that is also very beautiful. What
Thank you.
do you have any other ones that you're like? The fact that you have all these ones that are so textured. Like seriously, this one
That's
is
the
like
Philodendron Glorious.
Philodendron Glorious.
No,
Is this
I am sorry. This is the Splendid.
Splendid, and then this
This
one's
is
the Glorious. Yeah.
So this is a cross between
Oh my
Gloriosum and Melanochrysum, while this one is crossed between Gloriosum and the Varicosum.
Gotcha. And so like when you were, yeah, because you were also saying when you buy plants, you actually like really want them, you like looked them up. Like, so what made you like, what's the start of your plant buying process that you like look for?
Oh man.
Is it just like whatever you see something trending and obviously you want it, and then
I mean, obviously, looking at the trends, it it tickles my nipples a little bit. But I honestly just love heart shapes. I don't know if you noticed, like if you.
I do. I noticed that you do have a lot of heart-shaped leaves. Yeah.
I really love heart-shaped leaves, and the fact that it's heart-shaped and velvet.
Yeah.
It's great. And then variegation is also a big thing for me too.
Yep. And this is an elephant ear, right?
Yes. They call it dawn, Alocasia dawn.
Alocasia dawn. Okay.
Yeah. So it was like a big thing in Austin, and so I'm in like multiple plant groups on Facebook, and someone posted that they were selling this in Lowe's. Girl, I went to 5 different Lowe's.
Yeah.
5 different Lowe's, and I ended up going to Lubbock.
And
not Lubbock. Where was it? On the Lockhart. I ended up going to Lockhart.
You went to Lockhart to get
Yes,
this?
to get
I
this thing.
literally, of course, and also of course in Lockhart it would be there because like who?
No one lives there.
No, and also who knows about it? You know, like.
But I was like literally, it was like one of the only ones left, and this lady like picked up 2 and put it in her cart, and I grabbed the last one, and I was like, fuck. It made, I think that too, that's also an addiction. It's like the plant hunt. It's like,
Yeah.
you see a plant, like I'll see a YouTube video,
Yep.
and they'll find something in Lowe's, and I was like, okay, I gotta start looking.
No, I gotta go to Lowe's.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I gotta look at that, and like literally, like these are the plants that I find. See, like this is the Alocasia Silver Dragon.
Oh, this is the one you were wanting from
Yes.
Costa Farms, right?
Yeah, so this is from Costa Farms.
Look how
because
beautiful.
I have one, and it's kind of, it's really pathetic.
It's a baby.
It is a baby, but it was really nice. But I didn't know how to care for it, so I don't know. It's surviving. This one I found in Walmart.
Yeah.
On Palmer here, and they were in boxes. The boxes were closed. They were dehydrated.
Yeah, that's one thing we will say. One thing to note about Lowe's, Home Depot, Walmart, it's a little bit better to obviously buy from a nursery.
Yep.
Because they know how to usually take care of them.
Yep, because they know how to take it out of the box right away. As soon as
Yeah.
they get it, they take it out.
Because normally, yeah, and I mean, I got one of my begonias from Walmart, and
Right.
it's kicking. But at first, it was not as, yeah.
Right. I like to go to Walmart and be like, not look for the best plants, but look for plants that I might be able to like recover.
Yeah.
And that would be my like project for
Yeah.
like, the weeks. Because sometimes I get bored, and that is as impossible as that sounds, because I have so many. I hit 190 yesterday with that plant.
Yeah.
So I have 190 plants, and I still get bored sometimes. So I make projects for myself. So and it slows down the buying. It
Yeah,
really does.
I understand.
And so like this is one of my
Yeah, you have a
projects.
yeah.
So this is my terrarium, and what's really cool about this terrarium?
Yeah, show me the.
Yeah. So what's really cool about this terrarium, and it's a bioactive terrarium.
And what are these called? Cow.
This is a dairy cow isopods. Actually, that right there is Paul.
Hi, Paul.
Yeah, that's Paul. He's great. He really does nothing. They really do nothing. But the reason why I have them is because they help eat
All the dead matter.
all the dead stuff.
Mm-hmm. And you have what? A peperomia in there.
There's a peperomia. This is a orchid, Macotes petolas.
Beautiful. Those are gorgeous leaves.
Thank you. This is a Syngonium rayi.
Oh, that's pretty too.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's and this is what I find so interesting about your place too, is that not only do you just have like plants in pots, but you also have like you said, a terrarium. You have like a humidity thing, like, and yeah, you're really good with like liquid fertilizer as well, and like using different substrates. So it's like there's really no way you could get bored of what you're doing.
Yeah. but I still buy new plants.
Yeah, I understand.
I have an issue.
Well, we talked about it.
Yeah.
You do some plant swaps here and there.
I do. A lot of my plants, and I love it here in Austin because there's so many plant lovers. Once every, I think, 3-4 months, the Tillery or I think it's the East Austin Succulent.
Mm-hmm. East Side Succulents. Yep.
Succulents. They do a plant swap, and I love the lady. What's her name? Melissa. She's awesome, and she runs it. And she'll have her like greenhouse inventory that she'll sell. Like she'll sell it. But if you have a plant that you can trade with her, and she wants it, she'll trade it for you.
Oh,
like,
cool.
Yeah, like this plant right here.
Yeah, this was one. Yeah, I remember you telling me that you got this.
I got this from Melissa by trading a Syngonium splash.
And this is a
This is a philodendron Dean McDowell.
So that's another thing. I noticed you have a lot of. Is there a specific type? So I wanted to say, it seems like you really like philodendrons.
I do.
Because of the heart-shaped leaves.
Really is because of the heart-shaped leaves. Because I love. They climb, and the really cool thing about philodendrons is that their leaves are drastically different from their immature form to their mature form. Like for instance, this is a philodendron mayoi, and you can tell from like the immature leaves.
Yeah, wow, look at that. That looks completely different.
Yeah.
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 That is so interesting.
And I love how different, and every time a leaf emerges, it's different, and I'm just like, yes. Yeah. That's so nice. I also think that's why I like monsteras too, because every new leaf is new as well. Yeah. Variegation is also hits that spot too, because every new leaf will have a different variegation.
I completely understand. Yeah, so one plant that you really, really enjoy is, what was this one? The strawberry...
Oh, the strawberry shake. Oh, yeah. My boyfriend did real good on this plant.
Yeah, look at how gorgeous this is. Oh my gosh. And this is a mix between...
This is actually not a mix. It's a variegated form of the philodendron red emerald.
Emerald. Okay, yes. That's what it is.
Yeah. So...
Yeah. Yep. And you have this in the...
So this I bought... I didn't buy it. My boyfriend bought it from a lady, plant lady here. Her name is Leah Lancaster. We love her. She actually did all the glass work too. You can see like
happy birthday.
Yeah.
Yes, that's so cute.
And then she had like a design on there.
Yeah.
But it came with this. This is Lacusa Pons, and this is
looks like moss.
It's moss. It's sphagnum moss.
Okay.
And then she just topped it with palm.
Nice.
Yeah. So I have not touched it. I have not watered it. It literally goes in here, and I leave it alone. And basically, this is the outcome of my care.
Oh yeah, look at it. Awesome.
I know, I love you.
And so also, I was gonna say, I know that one is one of your favorites, but one of my favorites is this Hoya right here.
Oh, you like the Hoya? Oh, you're gonna be so sad the flower fell off.
Stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at, these are so cool. What is this one called again?
This is the Hoya multiflora.
Hoya multiflora.
So this is a flower that will come out soon, but you saw how that just dropped? Actually, if I just do this.
Stop! Why?
It's because it's yellow. I know they're gonna fall.
They're gonna fall?
Yeah.
So all of these, right, are little flowers.
So this one's gonna be the next best one. I'm making sure that this survives.
And so have you you said you've been doing the orchid sprays with these?
Yeah.
Every time you water? Yeah.
I actually do it once a week. So
okay.
Not every time I water, but once a week.
Once a week. That's smart. Yeah. It does help.
I don't know if I used it on this plant though. To be honest with you, I use it on these plants, but I have not used it on this.
See, and that's a good question. I don't really know because that one has like very different leaves.
Right.
Like the leaves are a lot thinner than that Hoya.
Exactly.
I mean, you can try it. It has like the same NPK, it's nitrogen, phosphorus.
If you actually look at the NPK on this thing, it is so low you could drink it and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
It's like,
I wouldn't say to drink it.
Well,
though.
no, we're not. Justine is not advising.
I'm not advising anyone. Please do not.
This is not.
I'm gonna have a disclaimer on my description.
Again, please, no one drink this fertilizer.
Well, and you
Thanks.
were talking about this too, is that you have to be careful with a lot of, with over fertilizing.
So a lot of times people will know this. This is the fertilizer that
Tried and true.
Yeah. Everyone knows this.
Yeah.
But the thing is, when I first started doing the plant thing, I thought more food equals bigger leaves. And I may have poured half a bag into a water can like this.
Oh, well, we learned.
And then the leaves started dropping.
You're like, what's happening?
What's happening? Luckily, it was a very cheap plant when I first started.
Yeah.
But I also recognize that this is a chemical fertilizer.
Yep.
And Chester.
Also, hi, baby.
Chester.
We have a mascot. Hey, we love you. We stan you. Sorry, Chester. We gotta go back to our plant time.
The chemical fertilizers will burn, but if you buy fertilizer that is like organic, I think this is organic. I want to say this is organic, but if you say
no, I think it is. I think this one's organic. Yeah, Fox Farms is all organic.
Yeah.
So here's one, and this is 644. So what is that, like 6%? Is that
644? So 6 is the nitrogen. So nitrogen will give you a lot of green in the leaves. NP is phosphorus, which will help with flowering, and then K is potassium, which is good for fruiting.
Yep.
So if you want more bigger leaves,
someone was telling me it's also like root. It's like going down. One's for like roots, and then one's for going up, and then one's for flowering, like you said. Yep.
Exactly. So that's a simpler way of explaining things too.
Yep.
I also, in every water, I also use Super Thrive. It's the best thing for you. Your plants will love it. It smells like hell.
Are you gonna make me smell it?
Yeah, well, because there's no smell-o-vision, so you're gonna smell it.
Oh my god, that's actually awful. What? That's kelp, right?
It's like
it says kelp.
So it includes kelp, but it's like a vitamin B13 or whatever. But basically, it like helps with root growth, and I swear by it. Anything. If I use that and just plain water.
Yeah.
If I'm just trying to root something, and it will work. And right now, I think I'm doing that with this Hoya multiflora.
Yeah, let's see.
So nothing yet. I think there's a little bit something in the tips, but
yeah. And with Hoyas, they're pretty easy to propagate. You just cut like a stem, right? Yeah, you just literally cut like right here, and just put it in water or put it in dirt.
And what's the next question?
Well, I was gonna say, let's actually let's take a break on this one, and let's go look at your other plants in your other rooms.
Sure.
All right, and we are pausing.